It's early. It's like 6 a.m. call, and so we're all kind of like zombies this morning. But it's really nice because the clothes are for the fall-winter collection, and it's nice because they're all kind of very like, I don't know, very subtle, and the colors are very kind of mute, and it's nice, the deep purples, and you see kind of like the different colors that kind of the palette runs throughout all of them, the different purples and blues and silvers and kind of the different grays as well. It's really beautiful, and I think that the MARNI lovers are going to have a good shopping spree this season because it's going to be really nice. Whenever you see the different MARNI jewelry, it's very, it kind of reminds you of like a really, like a couture kind of arts and crafts. Like it's like so, I don't know, and it's very classic, and I think it looks really nice with kind of any outfit. It kind of pulls it together, and it kind of gives it like, even if it's not even a MARNI outfit, it kind of gives it a very like chic finish to your outfit. So I think it's a really nice touch, and it's an essential for every woman. So. You go to the casting, then you go back for the fitting, maybe even go back for a refit, go back for the show. So by the time you do, like, for instance, MARNI, so you spend like half an hour for the casting. They're really quick at the fittings, but say like an hour at the fitting, and then 2.5 or maybe 2 hours before the show, and then the show. I mean, by the time you finish it out, it's like a good chunk of time for each show. So I don't know, it's time consuming, that's for sure. It's just funny how everything changes season by season, and I think, like, it's funny because it's different people, and there's so many, like, everything's always changing, and there's so many, like, newer girls this season. Not to say that I'm not a new girl, but, like, there's so many girls that are even newer than me that I'm like, I've never even seen you before, and I don't know, it's just funny because from like my perspective, it's funny how things change, and it's kind of interesting for me to see because I was the change last season or the season before or whatever, but now like seeing the new ones come along, so it's interesting, very, very interesting. Oh. It's great because they're one after the other, so it's just kind of a really good end to the Milan season, and I don't know, it's my favorite because you just feel really beautiful at these two shows especially. Wanna die without you. I have this one really gorgeous dress. It's like kind of off the shoulders, one of them like kind of long sleeves, and it's just really gorgeous kind of gown. It's so beautiful, and the color is amazing. So I'm really, really excited to kind of go strut my stuff down the runway with my look. So it's gonna be really nice. Hope you're listening to what I'm saying. Where's the answer to all my praying? At the beginning of Fashion Week in New York, I started with 2 necklaces, like a bracelet and a watch. We're now in Milan. I lost my watch. I'm on the way, like I had to retrace it. I lost it at some like fitting, so then I had to call them, give it to them, who'll give it to my driver, who'll give it to my agent, who'll give it to, my God. Pull up at the front, you see the cloud glow, you see a man at the door, then you say hello. I actually convinced my agent to let me sleep in tomorrow, so I don't have to work at all tomorrow, which I'm really, really happy about. I might actually I don't know what I'll do first with the day off in Paris. So my uncle's with me, so I think we're gonna go maybe go. I don't know. Have you ever taken those tours on the Seine River, the boats? I love those. I've done it both. You have to do it both in the daytime and one at the nighttime. It's gorgeous, and you see like all of the city because everything is so central and so based around the water that it's beautiful. So everybody out there has to go on one of the boat tours on the Seine River.
Picture in my mind now that you're my friend. Brush against your hair, it smells like peppermint. Can you read those messages that I sent? It's time to step home now. Even though I think I'm scared to dance, gotta get a drink and pour it down. Try to move around now to the sound. It's time to stand up, stand up, stand up, stand up. Ooh, why do you always keep me waiting? And now I'm falling for you. On the floor, we keep on moving. I can't let you out of my sight. Do you wanna get close?
Editorial, lots of exciting editorial. I had my first French Vogue come out, and I have another one coming out soon, so I'm very excited. And I don't know, it's just so much, I don't know. It's exciting to kind of like work so hard and, you know, build up everything and then kind of see all your hard work come out in print and the whole world gets to see it, so it's really cool. I adjusted a lot easier this season than ever before, but it's kind of scary to think it's like 3 a.m. at home right now, so I'm not going to think about that. Or else I'll be sleeping in that corner. School is never ending for me, my gosh. I feel like every time another season comes by, it feels like a year in fashion time, but in real world, it's only like 6 months. So by the time I started, my very first season was my very first, the very first day of high school. Like, I went to my first day of high school, and then literally the next day I was on a plane going to do my very first runway show. So by the time I'll have graduated high school, it'll be my 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'll be done with my 8th season by the time I finish high school. So this is only my 4th season, so I'm only halfway there. So.
I'm a new soul. I came to this strange world, hoping I could learn a bit about how to give and take. But since I came here, felt the joy and the fear, finding myself making every possible mistake. La 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 la.
During the shows, I kind of don't push myself that much to go home at 2 a.m. when you get home and read my French book, but I do actually, I do my classes through the internet as well as correspondence, so it's good, so I can handle them both, because they're both really, really important, so. And I do want to go to school, continue school after high school for, I don't know if immediately, but for sure, college is really important, as well as like, I've always kind of debated whether to go to medical school or like to become a teacher. So, like a kindergarten teacher, not like anything too crazy, but definitely like one of those two. So school will not end for a long time for me. I'll just keep going back to school. It's never gonna end, which isn't a bad thing. So. I don't think a lot of people understand. I think modeling is actually one of the best ways to not only, I mean, it's an opportunity to see the world, to hopefully set you up in a financial position that you can do what you want for the rest of your life. As well as, you know, my God, the things that I've learned, like, I mean, just things that I've learned about being a human.
Since I came here, felt the joy and the fear, finding myself making every possible mistake. You stole in this very strange world.
I think we all are going to feel and look very statuesque, very poised and very, I don't know, the feeling is going to be very like strong and powerful and very, I don't know, everything's very like structured, and it's going to be really beautiful, and it's really kind of elegant and strong at the same time. I feel very like 80s American supermodel, like I feel like a Christy Brinkley of with this makeup, and very like glamorous and gorgeous, and I think everyone here actually is really, I feel like it's like a time warp back to, you know, Chloe maybe of the 80s, or I don't know, all these supermodels strutting around here. Dr. RYKIEL will see you now. I'm in my little doctor. I said bonjour. Je m'appelle Carlie. Je suis américaine et je suis une danseuse. I don't think I said that one right, but it's supposed to mean I'm a dancer. Danseuse. I think the attention was also on how the acting of it, and not just like a boring old walk, but kind of like, I don't know, I think we all got to be little actresses and say something. This is the first time I've ever like spoken on, because I don't know if that's really a runway like setup, but I don't know. It was really fun. I love it.
You did look dapper in your mother's old green scout with your famous auntie Arthur's trousers on. You were slapped by that slapper. Now we all laugh. She laughed the loudest song in '93. Could charm the bee's knees off the beat. Cheeky, you'd say. And we all fell around, rolling around the plate.
Bye guys.
Bye, have a good time.
À demain. À demain.
I'd say.
It's my fashion.
FashionTV.com.